Welcome to Classic Game Room, broadcasting from the Intergalactic Space Arcade, where I've got a controller from GADGET, which is absolute eye candy. It's beautiful, but is it functional? Let's find out. I gotta hand it to GADGET. They know how to make controllers that look good. This is the Crimson Red PlayStation 2 gamepad, which is a giant beast of a controller, much larger than the standard PlayStation 2 controllers you're probably used to. So if you're Bigfoot, the creature living in the Sarlacc pit, or Godzilla, this might be the controller for you. Just look at those fancy buttons, that cool D-pad, and chrome everywhere. It's a great looking controller. GADGET also made that cool green controller that I like a lot, which I prefer to this thing. The GADGET Red controller here, whatever it's called, is simply too big. It's too awkward. Although it does work. It looks like that D-pad with the rounded edges would be super comfortable, but it's actually annoying. It's too big. And while the analog thumbsticks feel pretty good and work, well, the size and shape of this thing is just awkward. It's hard to explain why until you use it, but it doesn't feel like a normal PlayStation 2 controller, and it's not really an improvement. One might consider this a trophy controller. Sure, it looks great with you when you enter the room, but damn, it's annoying. You're better off finding a controller that you actually like, which you can live with. Friendly advice from your friend Mark on Classic Game Room.
We've got orders to attack.
Here I am using the GADGET Crimson Red controller to play Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal, where it works well enough, it just feels bigger and more awkward than usual, like your hand is in a position it just shouldn't be in to play video games. But not horrible. It's not like you're shoving it into that pain box in Dune or anything, you know what I mean? How the controller feels is very subjective. Of course, you might think it's the greatest controller out there, but I think we can all agree it looks good. Sure. And the GADGET versus the pink PlayStation controller. And there's something to be said for that, because if you're going to buy some aftermarket PlayStation 2 controllers, you should buy some that look good. It's kind of like a car. I mean, they'll all get you from point A to point B, but what you really want is that thing from Blade Runner, because it looks cool.
Hey.
For what it's worth, Brandon even agrees with me. Too big, too awkward. It's a trophy controller meant to impress, not work the best. That should be their slogan, but for obvious reasons it's not. So the next time you go out to dinner with your buddies or your coworkers, you can bring along your trophy controller. They'll all tell you that it's nice, but secretly they'll hope it just chokes on something and goes away. So, thanks again to our friend Felicity. It's the GADGET Crimson Red Trophy Controller.